Right, folks, thank you so much for hanging tight. I am back. The puppy has been pottied. All right, let's just test some maneuverability here real quick.
Online. Quantum fuel is at 100%. Takeoff complete.
I feel like I was gonna switch some stuff out on the Valk, and I did not do that. Probably because I was thinking of the Asgard. No big deal. Straight away, bud. By the time I could get on the site, it was gone. It was gone. Gone. I was gonna melt the fleet and get one. Oh boy. All right, let's see how she feels. Ah, definitely a bit better. Wow. Let's get out from over the city, though, really quick. This is not the Asgard. This is just the Valk, but with a little updated maneuverability. I just wanted to see how that felt. The guns feel great, of course. I just threw the MTC in here, and I figured we would go out just beyond the city, and that's what I was wanting to check. Because when you are using it to do something like deploy geos or something, you're all scanning for something. You're like, oh, there's a patch of minerals, and I drove through them. Oh, landing gear's down. Idiot.
Landing gear raised.
All right, now let's feel what she turns like. Okay. Let's feel those thrusters a little bit. All right, and we'll stick with the plan, and we'll get somewhere else here. It's feeling like it's feeling like she's gonna stick the landings a lot better now. But that's just from me giving it some reverse thrust there. It feels like if you let off, it doesn't go quite as bad as it did. I do like them. I was doing the gauntlet stuff. And also I like how bounties are using the new asteroid locations and things too. So just the old regular bounties are at least using the new places, which is cool. Gives it a little more variety. I haven't done any of the just regular Merc missions that are like patrol and stuff. Like I said, I'd only done the gauntlet stuff to get a taste of it. It's just Gilly has a gauntlet that takes you through. It's not the training missions that are like 3 of them and you're done. It's like an extension of that. They're under the Merc tab. And it just takes you through a series of more training missions like single target, multi-target, multi-crew, and then it takes you up against corvettes, frigate. I got stuck on the Hammerhead one. I had to crack out the Corsair, and then I'm Fireclaw's here, so he'll tell me that, well, that's the reason you didn't get it completed. You didn't take the Connie out. You took a Corsair out. But it had escorts, so they chewed me up and had shields down, and I kept getting baited by one of the fighters and kept ending up too close to the Hammerhead, and it destroyed me. I've never tried in these areas that are out of Armistice. Can I land on those big open spaces? I never do that on Microtech.
Warning, you are leaving a safe
All
zone.
right, all right, all right, all right. The answer is no. Let's go someplace else. This isn't working out so hot.
Shields offline.
I agree, Pleb. They really have overall.
Quantum drive is now off.
Can I land anywhere else on Microtech? I honestly don't know the answer to that question. I spent a lot of time in Urkel yesterday, pleb. For like the fighters and stuff, I decided to ignore signature. So usually I'm not trying to sneak up on somebody and ruin their day, right?
Shields online.
And if I want to PvP you, I don't care that you know I'm coming. I just want to fight, right? So I kind of want to make sure that I could manage power on fighters without sacrificing something. I didn't do so hot. There are a couple scenarios where I still need to pop off a cooler or turn the life support off, but I was able to do that without military components. I do wish I had them though. But that being said, like I was using the Torrenta shields or whatever they were on the F8, but I've got quite a bit more shield power now. At the cost of having to mess with the pips. And then some of it was never meant to be able to max out all pips all the time. That's never been the intent. So like I looked to balance so that I knew my shields had full power. So if I'm supposed to get 20,000 HP, I'm getting 20,000 HP. And then I kind of look at the extra pips as the regen portion, right? So like I'm engaged in combat. If you know what kind of scenario it is, let's say it's one of those where you know you're going to have to dip in and dip out. Well, that's perfect. I don't need all pips to regen all the time. I go in, I do my thing, shields are going down, I'm in danger of taking damage. Then I hit a button to do full power to shield, so now I've got max regen and max engines. Guns go down and I let myself get out of the situation while everything regens, and then I turn right back around, reallocate power, and get in it. It is totally cool when you can put all the pips and everything and just not worry about it, because let's face it, I'm not the best pilot in the world. The less I have to worry about, the better. But that's how I tried to balance things. I'd be happy to share the loadouts I have with you. At least on the Super Hornet and the F8. I picked a terrible, terrible planet to test what I wanted to test here.
Shields.
Let's head for the sky. We'll go somewhere else while my guy dehydrates. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank you for noticing. I'll pull up my Urkel really quick and show you what I did to my F7 and my F8, just as a springboard, if nothing else. God, she sounds like a jumbo jet. I just want to get out of the way so I'm not floating here.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
It's on the showroom floor, so you can get in it, but we won't be able to rent it till Mirai Day, and it won't be available to purchase till Mirai Day. And I'm already thinking about that versus my F8. I'm terrible. I could just not settle on a heavy fighter. The Super Hornet or the F7A, anything in the Mark II vein makes it really hard to look at heavy fighters these days. I want to accept them for what they are. Don't look, Fireclaw. That was my Corsair loadout. All right. So guns, I went all PvP on the Hornet. So I did all CF stuff. Because the coolers don't matter like they should yet, I did 2 vapor blocks. Maelstrom, which that may be the stock, isn't it? And then I went for shields. I went for civilian grade A. So that's actually running more HP than I was with the Targa shields, right? My signatures are in the teens. They're not terrible, but I mean, we were running 9K and under in all of those before. And this I literally, in the Super Hornet, I don't have to turn off anything. Life support's on, the coolers are on. I've got max shields and max regen. And it feels real good. So there's some tweaking you could do in here if you wanted to, but yeah, I didn't go for industrial shields because of the power involved. See, here I have a pip left. But if we take like my regen stuff into consideration, you could do something like this, pop off a cooler, pop off life support, and you could go for industrial shields. Yeah, low regen. That's kind of why I went for the civvies. The civvies kind of sat in a good middle place. I just kept plugging things in and playing with numbers and looking at the HP bubble and the HP per second for regen. Just kind of kept going back and forth and plugging different things in. And this is where I felt comfortable. The quantum drive, I don't know why I put a drift in here. I guess maybe to keep the signature down, but I could have left that alone too. So that's what I did with this one. This one works really well. Performance-wise, the same as the stealth setup, if not better, because of more HP from the shields. And the regen is comparable, if not better as well. So I'm good with this. This worked out really, really well. The one I had the hard time with was the lightning. So I need 2 pips on the lightning. And the lightning, with all attrition, again, I went for the Civi A shields, the Industrial A power plant. And again, I threw vapor blocks on there for the coolers because they do the job. But this is running without life support. I can turn a cooler off and get another pip back. But the way I figure it, like I said, if you're playing the way you're supposed to play, especially in a heavy fighter or a Connie or a Corsair, you're more likely to dip in and dip out than you are on the little guys. Because the little guys, well, depending on who you're facing, the little guys you can maneuver and stay out of their guns, and you don't have to dip out as often. But if you did, same thing. You could set it up so that, oh, well, I don't need the regen. Let me just keep shields to full. Get the hell out of here. If you want the regen, you can drop your guns as you go away. And even then, this with life support on isn't that bad. Actually, let me put the cooler on too, because if you're dipping out, you're not firing at anything, but you do still have some shots and some regen happening here. So you just max shields when you're running, and then back the other way when you're in combat. And you saw me move a pip between guns and engines. If I turned off life support or a cooler, I wouldn't have had to do that. It would have just been 2 pips here, back in here, 2 pips there, back in there. It shouldn't be a big pain to move in combat. But then again, the way I had it setting, with a cooler off and life support off, it was working just fine like that too, and I didn't have to touch anything. Yeah, 10K is not bad. And like I said, mine were in the teens though. But again, I'm coming to fight you. I don't care if you know I'm coming. I'm usually not trying to be an asshole and sneak up on somebody. It's me that gets that done to them a lot, right? The exception is if that signature's too low, then you drop target on them a lot, and that's frustrating during combat. Then again, between voice attack and a well set up hat, I get them back as quick as I lost them. Only really a problem for like missile lock if that's what you were trying to do. So yeah, I just poked at it a lot yesterday. Oh, Fireclaw, you didn't know. Shit, yeah. I even made a forum post, which I don't do too often. Not a derogatory one. I was trying to be positive. I was just letting them know, hey, I understand, you know, maybe there's some things I could have done to save my custom ship loadouts that I didn't do because they said it was fixed. I didn't think I needed to try to do it. And to be honest, the times I do take my components off and store them, they disappear anyway. But I didn't even try this time, and that might have saved me. So I told him, hey, that's on me. No big deal. Better luck next time. But man, what I didn't expect was the exec ships and the Wicklow ships. They all reset to a stock loadout. They're named differently. They're set up on a loadout. The system literally goes, oh, this is the Piam Cutlass exec black. Here's the loadout for it. Stock. They reset those? What? I was, yeah, pretty upset about that. Did you lose custom components on your other stuff too? Did they add new ones? I don't know how they look, buddy. Or you mean like component wise? And component wise, they're supposed to be altered components again when you get them brand new. Frustrating. Anyway, pleb, I hope that was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Then we have our constellation that you can see from 3 million miles away. Same with the Corsair, you can see it from 3 million miles away. But really here, same thing. I just wanted max power to weapons and shields while I'm doing my thing and try not to think about it the best I could. I did a lot of industrial A on power plant stuff. Yeah, but this one's important to me. I really do like this setup. Of course, if I had NDBs available, I would put those on because I really got used to the way they fired. And it was the perfect blend of DPS and velocity, and it felt good for me. But having the CFs back on here, it's cool how much tighter it is to aim now. I love it. Fireclaw, do you mean the exec loadouts are gone on, like, new ships now? Like, when you get a new one, they don't load it out anymore? Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I'm following you. You just meant confirmed on your loadouts. Yeah, my black is all... It's not mil-spec anymore. It's all... Alright, let's go find us a moon to jack around on before we die of thirst. Yeah, right? That is something that I am frustrated about, is the scanning change. I have no issues with having to scan to know who it is that attacked me or who it is I'm about to attack. But the scanning system doesn't allow us to easily suss that out, right? When the situation's hot and I'm trying to decide, am I attacking that dude or not, it's really hard for me to sit still, whop in scanning mode, and hold down a button while I keep them on reticle. Retarded. If there was a way I could select that ship and scan it, and it like stays pinned, just like you're selecting a target, if I can scan my selected target, better. That would be acceptable to me. Otherwise, I don't have to know the guy's name, but I do need to be able, when I see a group of red ships, all with serial numbers, I need to quickly be able to ascertain player, NPC, player, NPC, especially when we're doing things like the Polaris mission. The couple times I've been on that, there's been people with Polaris there, and I was shooting the wrong Polaris. Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Thank God they didn't, like, get uppity about it. They knew what was going on, right? That would be the best, Pleb. Head tracking and scanning, that would be awesome.
Quantum drive is now off.
What did you purchase, sir? Did you purchase the Tony the Tiger armor, man? Oh, did you? Is the Paladin available someplace? Oh my god. Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. Pleb. Now I wasn't paying attention, so I was going pretty damn fast. But there's a million ships I could have pulled that off. There's a million ships I could have pulled that off. The Valkyrie still takes a minute to slow her ass down. In fairness, I was jabbering while I was getting close to the ground there, and it was dark. Our approach would have been a little bit more controlled had I been paying attention and we could see the mountains. But when I did realize it and tried to correct, I was in SCM already, and it wasn't having it. It was doing that thing. Nice, Jim. Paladin. It looks killer to me. I didn't realize... Is it... Can you buy it right now? Is it up? Are they going to surprise us and release it? Did you really? Oh, does he have his new PC up and running? Very cool.
Happy to help.
So now he's dual streaming, right? Dual PC streaming? Or was he before and it's just better setups now? He never had a bad looking stream, but I know what a solid graphics card and a good computer can do for Star Citizen, so. And God help you if you're Streamlabs streaming on the same machine. You definitely take a hit when you do that. Stupid Streamlabs is so processor hungry, it's just better to have it on its own machine someplace. Oh, thanks, man. There's all kinds of goodies back here. It's a shame that they're not in focus all the time. I've got Borderlands stuff back here. There's Claptrap and Tiny Tina and some Lego bonsai tree. There's a Lego Nintendo back there with a little bobblehead Funko Captain America sitting on him. The Yoda poster, the kiddo got me. It's not Yoda, it's Grogu. Got me a Grogu poster the other day, and I haven't tacked it to the wall to cover up the fluffy Pusheen kitty cat that I embarrassed to show you all. But now it looks like Grogu's peeking around the Captain America shield, so I kind of have to leave him there because it's cool. There's all kinds of cool shit back there. There's a Lego Nintendo. Yes, I need some Star Citizen stuff. We need a Pico back there. I got my Star Citizen hat hanging in the corner. Yeah, but the Captain America shield is awesome. That actually belonged or was crafted by my wife's late husband, Dave. He made that shield, and they have a couple of foam. Well, you can see the foam Captain America hood there too. For him, and I think it was the oldest boy at the time. But he handcrafted that. The star is actually metal, epoxied on and stuff. It's really cool. And I was like, I'd love to put that behind me. So, anyway, cool stuff. I need all kinds of things back there. A Lego Stephen Hawking's would be awesome. All right, so we blew up the Valkyrie. That was a thing. It did handle better. It just didn't handle me very well. Do I still want a Polaris, guys? Do I want attack? Do I want the Asgard?
Now arriving.
Please don't give me only you know. That's your decision. Nah, get in here. Just thanks, man. You can rent the ships that are in the terminals as you go into the Invictus Hall, buddy. And they're going to be per manufacturers every 2 days. So Aegis and Greycatch you can rent now. And then the next batch you'll be able to rent. At best I could tell, you could not rent them off the showroom floor anymore. And definitely not the ones that are sitting there that isn't the correct manufacturer's day yet. You know, Pleb, I honestly believe there's a big part of her that really wants us to have a big carrier multi-cruise ship like that, but I just don't know if we can justify it, short of getting lucky and melting like literally all of my fleet to get one. We think about it and we talk about it, and I think even she doesn't play as much as I do, and I think she would love to have a big cool ship like that. Yeah, the F8A is there. Let me reclaim the poor Valkyrie. And the poor ATC that got, MTC that got smashed up in it. The Polaris is more reasonable. And it's not reasonable, but it is more reasonable in the grand scheme of things, right? There's some movement I could do in my fleet to make that happen. So I would still have to add money, but it wouldn't be so bad. But I don't know. I still don't know that I would get the use out of it that I get out of all these other fun ships, right? And Jim, the TAC is cool. I'm almost there on that, and that would be easy. I would just let my max go for the TAC. But I think for the little things that I do, the extra things that I do, I think that Asgard is going to happen. It'll probably replace my max, though. And then I'll just get 8 million and buy a max in-game. Have the best of both worlds.
It takes all of us working together to keep our corps safe.
Now that's one. If they surprised us and released the Ironclad, the C2 would be in definite danger. I think you'd need another 500, bud. Do you want the nose cannon?
Want your company to be in good company? Our corp's unique vertically integrated corporate parks offer amenities such as resource sharing and logistical pairing for our rental partners.
300k AUEC. Go run the beginner cargo missions. Run the accept the 6 rookie missions that take you from like Bajini down to the surface, or Everest down to the surface. Any of those, there should be 6 rookie missions. A 64 SCU cargo vessel is all you need. If you don't have one, which I'm pretty sure you do. I'm almost positive you do, Spearhead. But just run the rookie missions. That's 300k each way. Or 300k each one. 300? Yeah, almost 400. Almost 400k for those missions, and they fit on a 64 SCU ship. I can run them. I used to, like on my alt account, when I start him out to make money, I'll run those on a rented hull A, and I'll have a few million in a couple hours. Yeah, throw those rookie, because they're all single SCU boxes. 6 missions. It's maybe like 25, 26 boxes altogether. I can't remember. It's definitely not 64, but it's probably right around 30, I guess. Yeah, just run those a couple times. You'll have 600K in an hour. Possibly 750-ish. That should fit the bill for you perfectly, unless they changed them, but I don't believe they did.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
Oh,
retrieval
not a problem,
system.
man. Not a problem. I have lots of useful knowledge stuck in that noggin someplace. I was going to say useless. I feel that way sometimes, but it's actually good for some folks sometimes. MTC, where did that thing go? Oh, you know what? Probably can't see it from out here because it's a round vehicle. I'm an idiot. Yeah, and that's kind of where I am, Moonrad. The C2 would become the Ironclad for sure.
Monitor your luggage at all times.
I don't think they're going to surprise us with that, though. Maybe by IAE. Maybe. Oh! Thank you for the sub there, Mr. Jim. I appreciate you. You deserved that sub anyway. You came in here and gifted 5. I remember that. Do you remember that? You gifted 5 subs last month, and you did not get yourself one.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Jim is the chilliest of chill guys. That wasn't a hint to do it again, yo. Thank you very much for the gifted subs, bud. I appreciate you tons, my man. Appreciate you tons. Oh, look, we got a little hype train going. Woo-hoo! You're a monster, man. I appreciate that. All right, we're looking for that stupid MTC. I keep calling it a stupid MTC, but guys, if you don't care about the medical bay thing, it feels better than the Ursa to drive. I actually like it quite a bit. Awesome. Awesome. It's good when the crew gets in there. Man, I appreciate the support tons, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, so guys, I'm gonna pull the max up. I'm curious. This is a really stupid thing. I love the way Crusader ships throw the lights on the ground, or like the new ones do. Actually, they changed the C2. The C2 has an outline where the elevator comes down now. I have to look at that really fast. So I've always liked that in the new Crusader ships. I don't know why more ships don't have it. The TAC has it. I saw it on the showroom floor. I'm curious if they updated the Max to have it as well. Probably not, but we'll see. Tic Tac, go down, go into the area in the center where the TDD is, and take the tram to Bevik Convention Center. Bevik is where the rest of the Invictus stuff is. Oh, we found it? Cool. Eh. You get so used to looking at things in the verse, sometimes the normal stuff escapes you. Show me lights. Ooh, guys, they're there. Look. They did. Ooh, pretty. Ooh. I like the little things, guys. I like the detail. I always act like I'm apologizing for being like that, but hell, we all play Star Citizen. We all absolutely understand. Those little things go so far. We like our ships to look pretty and have all the nice little doodads. For those of you, were all of you here when I was sitting in the MTC going gaga about the little blue light that turns on by your feet when you hit the light switch? It does nothing for combat. It has nothing to do with maneuverability. But it flickers when it comes on. It's fucking cool. Now we just need a clapper to turn it on and off. Then it'll be age appropriate for me. They did not give us the tax refrigerator that works, though. Bummer. And I'm guessing... Oh, wait, do you work now? Wait. It's one of those stealth ads, guys. No, it's not. You bastards. If I click it faster, it'll work. But it's lit up. Oh, well. And the copy pasta double beds. I think this is where the TAC excelled. This was cool. I'm not going to lie. This was a cool idea. And I talked to the wife at length about this the other day. Just like the stupid light that comes on by your feet and the light on the ramp. All cool stuff. This is rad. It's a, you know, it's your personal bunk room on a ship. Whatever. It's cool. It's nice that it has its own bathroom. It's got, you know, a desk and storage and a refrigerator that doesn't work. But it's, like 20 years ago, maybe I would have RP'd. I would have been on an RP server. It's cool that it's there, but it's not needed. If you give me cooler functionality for the things that I actually do in the verse, I don't play pool. I would if this worked. I don't know. I don't know. It really sounds like I'm hypocritical because I'm praising a flickering light at your on the dashboard at your feet. But I really wish some of that RP design would go away. It's cool that we can do it, but how often do we? I guess is my point. So what this is about is the wife felt like what am I doing? I'm really happy about the Starlancer. Whoa, dude, quit jiggling. This is weird. We felt like the TAC moved the dashboard up a little bit. I do not think it did, but it didn't hurt to give it a look. And from the looks of it, I am still the same distance away from the thing that I was before. Yeah, no, it's the same. It looked like it, though, for a minute. It really did look like it moved forward a little bit. Did not, though. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of... I said get out of here. What the... Bloody... Stop. I think that's one of the most requested features. I need a key fob for my spaceship, please. So I honestly think what Sabrina was seeing is the lighting, the way the Invictus Hall lighting is coming through the dash, I think made it seem like it was more open than it actually was, as opposed to dark like this. So theoretically, if I throw some light on it, it shouldn't look so bad. I don't know. And look, those little metal grates were there. I just never, or plastic. I guess those are textured plastic. The light that was shining on those in the tack made me question whether they were there or not. They looked a lot more like that. So the big thing is with that C2, do I really use the Star Lancer as much for cargo as I did when it was brand new? And I think not, but I don't know if the tack gains me things that make it worth switching. Oh, that did make it. They're pretty sweet, aren't they? Jim, when you're inside there, can you give me your opinion? Tell me if you think, or why you think there's ballistic ammo stored in a hopper or some sort of device to feed that ammo, which looks like it's going right to the turret. Can you tell me why that's there when it comes with laser repeaters? It looks cool. I don't want to bag on it. I really don't. The design in that area where you get in the turrets, it looks really effing cool. And maybe that's all it needs to do is look effing cool. But, like, I don't understand it. It doesn't match the weapons that are there. Yeah, I would assume it's RP2 if there were Gatlings there. And my other thought was maybe it fed the hand cannon, but it goes the wrong way. My guess is that they designed it with ballistics and then changed their mind as far as the standard loadout.
Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
All right, let's store that max, and we'll take one of those sabers out for a run. Oh, if it had PDCs, that would be cool. I don't see any mounted on it. I looked pretty close. Is it really? Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to giving her a fly. Recommendations, stock, Comet, Firebird. What is the definitive Saber experience to have for my first Saber flight? I'm sure I've flown one before, but probably just didn't really know what it was I was flying, is my guess. They are little missiles. I believe those are little missile pods. I can't wait to rent one so I can see what they are and where they are and who can fire them. On the behind the ships video, I think they even said they were missile pods, but yeah, it could be for those. But again, the hopper feeds the wrong way. Son of a bitch! I keep putting bad batteries in my vape. All right, we'll give the Firebird a run. The flight characteristics should be about the same, yeah. Or Saber. Yeah. You know what? I'll just do the stock Saber. I can fly the others later. I like the look of the Firebird.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I don't remember it being all red inside like that. Well, that's stylish. I like it. Let's see, what do we got here? Shield. Oh, we can live with that. Yep, I'm very interested in the Asgard. I'll be surprised if I come away from Invictus and don't have that one. I've become really attached to the Valkyrie, and the upgrades they've made to the health and maneuverability and the pilot guns has only made it better. And the only thing that's a drawback for me is I don't use the troop drop functionality, but I do use the rear cargo area. I've put geos in there. You guys have seen me mining, rock mining, geo mining, even just to slap some cargo in there and run around because it's kind of a cool looking ship to drive. So the Asgard kind of like ticks all those boxes and gives me more cargo space and room for a tank if I want. That's pretty effing cool. And 2 more pilot controlled guns.
Launch complete.
Now, albeit it's 6 size 3s and not two 3s and 2 4s, but that's still good. That's very comparable, right? Landing gear up.
Landing module retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, she likes atmosphere, doesn't she? Wow. Yeah, that feels really good in atmosphere. Nav mode?
Transferring power to engines. On.
All right. I don't know. Let's see what we can do. Ah, Christ. Picking bounties isn't good. You know what? Maybe we do a Merc mission. Oh, will it zoom all the way through them? I thought I did that yesterday. Apparently I did not. Cool, I'll remember that because Lord knows we need something to bypass all the player bounties now. I'll be surprised if we don't see that as a surprise release somewhere. But who would release it? right? Oh, Anvil, Aegis, Argo, I guess. I just would think that another manufacturer would grab the platform and modify it and release it. But yeah, Wicklow has 2 of them in there, and if you read the Wicklow missions after you do a turn-in, it looks like there's one where you can get one of those. I don't know the specifics. I just I know that after you do the first turn-in, there's one. Somebody said it's the Banu word for weapon or something like that. So they're thinking it's that. I don't know if it is, though. If they do that, they need to make it so the jetpacks have functionality in space like EVA. So I want to see what I'd like to see is something like attack pull up and like 6 geos with combat suits like jump off that shit after like the ramp on a big ship has been penetrated, and just have the like geos go in there and like clear out everybody there. That would be pretty cool. I mean, of course you can use them on the ground too, but bleh. Right? I know for something like protection of the mining operation in the Hathor holes, that they would be pretty cool to have on ground. Like inside where they're not targetable by ships, but where they can mow down anybody that comes inside on foot. Be pretty neat. Oh, I don't have my I don't have the good stuff on. Give me a sec. Oh, that's good to hear. That is awesome to hear. All right, we're set. Wait, did we get a... Did I not read my contract? Did we get a... Well, maybe he'll be flying around it. Where are you now?
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Oh shit, Aberdeen clouds. SCM mode.
Affirmative. Shields online.
So I'm worried that Rudy here might be on the ground and not a pilot because of the way it's marking him, but I don't know that for sure. So I just trying to test out combat on the Saber, for Christ's sake.
Contact.
Mm. Wow, she handles good in atmosphere. Those are just the NPCs up at the PAF, right? I can go kill them. Not that they pose much of a threat because they're prospectors and shit. Tearsoil, how's it going, bud? What you up to today?
Contact.
Oh, actually, these could be anybody, couldn't they?
Shields under fire. Contact. Shields under fire.
Going good, bud. Going good. I'm just testing out the Saber. I haven't really flown a Saber in combat. I've rented it before at like IAE and stuff, and just like briefly used it to get around or something, just to check it out. But they are very fun to fly. Oh, that's the one guy that can actually fight. Chief Fairy, how you doing?
Shields under fire.
I haven't seen you in a few days, buddy. How have you been? Busy, busy. I understand. Everyone around here finally is not sick. What is going on? Get over here. Everyone around here is finally not sick anymore. I dropped off the oldest boy. He was taking a class trip. So his first flight without the parents and stuff. He's super excited about it. Man, this is a fun ship to fly. I think I love the way the weapons are arranged in such a tight-knit group. This is what, 4 size 3? Is that right, Panthers?
Shields under fire.
Speedy little guy. All right, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of shooting prospectors down, anyway. I kind of feel like we should go kill that guy. Yeah, the stuff that Sabrina and I and the kids had, it turned out to be COVID. I don't know if you were, if last time you were here you had caught that. But we are all through that. Sabrina picked up a little pneumonia from it though, but she visited the doctor today and he seems good that we made our way through it. She ended up having to get some antibiotics there. Landing gear down.
The landing gear is down and locked.
That was looking so good until I caught the tree.
Engines offline.
All right, Rudy, we're coming for you. I think I have a gun. We got a gun. Oh shit. That's a bad place to be stuck. Where are you? Oh! There they're coming out of the woodwork.
Go on.
I forgot what the button was. It's 3 now.
Hide all you want. It's better than. Thought you wanted this fight.
Oh, there he is. What you doing, buddy? Anybody else? Hello? Hello?
One of you still alive.
We'll take his pink gun. Why not? Oh, and that was our bounty? Seriously? Shit, I heard somebody. Oh, I see you. Shocking. Ow! My bad. Where? Where are you? Maybe he offed a grenade before? I don't know. Did it? Well, that's good to hear. Well, as long as we're here, we might as well get a card.
Seriously? What the?
Keycard ID. Emergency access granted.
All right. Oh man, that sucks. But cool that it's mostly working. Shit. That is a player, I'm guessing. Can we make it to the canopy? Sure we can.
Engines online. Launch complete. Contact.
Yep. Saber gets my stamp of approval for sure.
Shields offline.
So where is this Polaris I have targeted that's hurting?
Contact. Quantum travel initiated. Landing gear rejected. Quantum travel complete.
Apparently I had landing gear down. All right. Well, Foxwell, let's go do a thing. Sorry, folks.
Walton with Foxwell here. Saw you nabbed the contract. Good to have your help. These lowlifes have been a menace, so I'm hoping you'll be able to shut them down once and for all. Head to the ambush side when you're ready, and keep it cool.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Find a spot to hide and power down.
SCM mode.
Shields online.
That's affirmative. Shields online.
Lights on.
Lights.
Pleb, are you still there? Any particular place I need to set down? I'm assuming there?
You're all set.
Never
Sit
mind.
and keep chilly until they arrive.
Do I need to power down? Or just chill here?
Engines offline. Weapons shields offline.
I mean, that can't hurt, right? Yeah, Terrasoil, hopefully it stays frosty as far as performance, man. And things have been really good, even with when I've seen people with the
Make sure
Idris.
not bothered while we're working. Contact. Systems offline. Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
I don't see this renegade guy.
Hostiles inbound.
Okay. I see. Sorry, I am really careful around these stupid asteroids right now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Shit. Ow. There we go.
Hell yes! Oh, that was awesome. Contract complete. Initiating your payment now.
Nice. Well, that was fun.
Thanks for grabbing this. Just spoke with the pilot and they're anxiously awaiting your arrival. Don't
Nav
let
mode.
down.
Shields offline.
Increasing power to engines. Off.
Auto travel initiated.
Most certainly a fun ship.
Quantum fuel at 75%.
I'm just looking. Just looking. Oh, that was the other thing about the Idris. The video I was watching this morning, Actually, I was watching Spooner. 10 ships he had in there. They were tight, but what impressed me is the Hornets in the front. They were parked side by side, 2 deep. So 4 Hornets side by side, right behind each other. You could have parked another 4 Hornets in there without an issue. Nice, neat, and orderly. 10 ships, you know, start bringing other things in there, squirrel them around. In the little side bays off to the side on the Idris, you could put pulses and bikes and other small ground vehicles. There's a lot more room in there than the 2 plus ground vehicle plus MPUV that it advertises. Now, maybe that'll become an issue at some point in the game when weights are taken into consideration. I don't know. But it already moves slow, so...
Okay, that's who you're here to protect. Make sure they stay safe.
Make sure they stay safe. Okay, I'll try.
Mayday, mayday! Outlaws are attacking my ship!
SCM mode.
Keep the fighters off me so I can
Done.
work!
Shields online.
Quick, save that ship before it's too late. You're doing a hell of a job. Don't back down now.
Could definitely use some support about now.
Trying.
Focus. That ship is in serious trouble.
Mayday! Mayday! I'm going down!
Jesus.
Shit.
They lit him up quick, didn't they?
No! No! Ah!
Oh, come on. I was expecting better from you.
Oh, shut up.
Damn it. I'm gonna get some angry comms about this.
Woohoo! You can always count on me. I knew that was coming, though. We made it. I'm just gonna go reclaim the ships there, and we'll probably call it a stream for the day. It was kind of a short one. Again, we had to take the oldest kiddo and get him on a flight. So we started late today. I just noticed there was a bounce in my stream at some point today. It broke it up into 2 sections. That's a bummer. No big deal, though. It's more important that I was here with you guys, so the VODs get broken up. We don't care. Tomorrow should be a more fun and exciting day. We'll go out and do some more bounties and play around with some of the Aegis ships that I don't have, just for fun.
Now arriving.
See if we can't complete the gauntlet missions. And we'll go poke around a PAF or 2 and see if we can't get a hold of a Volt submachine gun to play around with. I do have some store credit, though. We might actually pick up one of those packs to go with a Vanguard and get the submachine gun that way for now. Not because I don't want to go to the PAFs, just because I got other things I might want to do. Plus, they're color matchy-matchy. Oh, and we should definitely do some Hunt the Polaris stuff. Now that it's live and there are people out doing it, is a good time to get it done. Actually, I might have already done it on the main account here. I don't. That may not have been on PTU. I think I did do that yesterday. You know what? We'll check inventory. I should have the captain's chair if that's true.
We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
Your insurance claim has been set. Your vehicle has...
Let's run to the hangar and check that out real quick. It's a goofy little reward, but I think it's kind of cool.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
And on that gauntlet, starting at like mission 5, you start earning 100+ K a piece. So I think it was like 107, 151, 200K. I think the one I'm on right now is 200 or 300K.
Welcome to the ASOC
I wanted to take a look at the
Vehicle
Firebird
Retrieval
up close while we were here. let's go see if we have that chair. We should have some script stuck away in here too already. Yeah, there we go. MG script. There it is. I guess we did do it. The salvage Polaris captain's chair. Let's stack some of the script up too. And see how much we actually have. Apparently we've been busy. 106, that's enough for 2 Wickelow's favors. Alright, let's take a look at the Firebird and pull up that captain's chair in the elevator. Well, it's a cheaper alternative. It looks a little lived in. Wait, can I not sit in it? Yeah, good enough. Oh, there we go. Well, we can pretend we're in a Polaris anyway, huh?